Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm AvidGamer. Today I thought I'd do some Far Cry 5. It's a game I still haven't completed yet. I kind of fell off the campaign with so much going on and so many mini objectives, and it just really wasn't that challenging for me. But I still enjoy it, and this is one of the things that I've been doing recently. It's editing on a map, on the map editor. Now, I did have a map that I was building for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I spent a lot of time on it. I spent a lot of footage, and then I verified it. It was being played on in the community and stuff, and I was just getting ready to upload my video, and they patched something, and all of a sudden my map can't be played on. It's got too much detail on it now, like on the squares and stuff. I don't know if anyone's used this, but look, I'll zoom out here quickly. Can I zoom out? There we go, ×5. Alright, so these little squares that you get, this is where you build your map, yeah? And you can only place a certain amount of items in each square. And I think they done some kind of update now, so some items like this you've got to spread on 2 squares just so it separates the amount of items and stuff. So I've got a lot of shifting around to do on that previous map if I ever want to play on it. So basically, I've been building this. This has took me a couple of days so far. It doesn't look like much, but this building here, this requires quite a lot of precision. Look, look, here we go. See all this dirt that I've built here. I've had to raise the dirt up in quite a lot of places. So there's dirt underneath here, like and sort of like it's hard to explain. But look, yeah. So these fences kind of sit off the floor. That's all these fences are part of that building there, and you have to build up some dirt just to kind of make it level in certain places. And you know, it took quite a while getting it right, because if you can I show you? I don't know if I can. Yeah, there we go. There's a prime. Let me slow down a little bit. There we go. Right, so little tiny bits. There we go. Little tiny bits like this. Yeah, I've had to raise all the floor up to this sort of like little level here, and it's not perfect, but I can live with it. And so I managed to do that, and then I moved on to this little building here, which is so I've had to sort of like blend the dirt here into this little section here, because there you can see where I've highlighted it. That's also off the ground, so I've had to raise this little bit of sort of like the dirt here just so it blends in. And also the foundations, this one's a bit of a weird building. It took me a while to figure out, but if I hang on, let me slow down again. So there we go. If I go inside here, and then look, if we go, this has got like a basement, but you have to like set it into the ground. So all this is now going underground. And yeah, believe me, it took me a while to make sure that I've got all the soil right on the outside and stuff. So I've had to dig down here. Now this is a hole. Now I assume you can build some sort of tunnels or something around this, but you know, I haven't played around with that yet, so I just kind of brought the soil up and filled in the hole. But people can come hide down there if they want. Alright, let's get back outside. Alright, so yeah, I've just been going in, adding some details, just taking my time, just starting to fill out the map. I'm kind of laying out sort of rough areas, so I'm adding a bit of height to the map now with this sort of like little raised area that I'm building up here. So I've got my building up here, and look, I'll show you basically how I sort of formulate it. So this is another important thing to do. You want to explore your map every time you place an item, especially now. You always want to explore the map after you place an item, just to make sure that the map's verified and stuff. Right. So what was I saying? So I always try and think of other games when I'm playing, like lines of sight and stuff. So I've put this building here, which has a good little window here for shooting down to this one. You can also see down into that courtyard, and you've also got a slight angle on that window there. You know, so I try and think about things like this. You can't go anywhere else in this building up here unless you climb up the top, which I think you do round the back. There we go. There we go. And just climb in here. So like I was saying, lines of sight. I've got this window here, covers down there. Also another sort of like covering bit on that sort of courtyard area, but I stuck some trees in the way, so you can't get perfect shots on that area from here. But you've got this section there, you can cover a little bit inside that window down here, Also from this window here, you're covering that house again, but you get more of a slight angle on the courtyard, but also you got a tree covering that door there that I've placed. So, you know, little important things like that I think are, it's kind of what adds a nice little bit of detail to your level. You know, like I say, it's not much to look at the moment, but I'm slowly getting there. Kind of like placing little markers of how far I want the map to be. So this is going to be like the sort of outskirt areas of how wide the map's going to be. So you're getting a rough idea. I've got to add some detail to this. The area I probably worked on the most was this section over here. Like I say, it took me a while to just raise up the soil, all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to blend it all in a little bit more details and that. This is all just kind of rough, all this kind of edging area here and stuff. I might put some rocks details or make it look more like a wall and stuff. So yeah, this, like I say, I spent quite a lot of time on this little area here, just putting different things in that. A little barricade here, you know, little bit of debris, stuff like that. I've got to place a few more items inside the building at the moment. Like I say, I was getting things sort of sorted underground mainly. So, you know, like I say, you've got all these little points and interesting areas to look at. Place some statues, starting to build a little graveyard here. Place some overgrown bushes. A little bit of graffiti on my church, you know, I'll place that on there. I think, is there another one? Yeah, look, some spray paint there. Yeah, look, just on top of that. I don't even know if I can jump up on that. Can I not jump on that? Alright, never mind. Little feature there, just got a little dead body in a coffin, just, you know, just to add a little bit of something different to the map. When people are running around, it might spook them out a little bit. The floor here in the church, like, you know, blended a little bit of cobblestones kind of looking effect going into it all. Obviously going under the sandbags there, because you know, it covers up the bottom of the sandbags, quite nice. Placed a few more inside the floor here, and then coloured it a light concrete colour. You know, it's quite a lot of stuff that I've done. You know, it's all very subtle, but it starts adding detail to it. Also, like little things I like to do here is like with the trees. I've made it just bumpy, slightly bumpy around the trees, just to make it look like it's got some root systems, just growing in there and stuff. Little things like that kind of add just that little bit extra detail. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit. Like I say, it's just to give you like a rough idea, like of how to do things. A little bit of overgrown grass and stuff, instead of like this area here where it's nice and flat. There we go. Look, another little bump in this tree here, just to make it look kind of more natural, rather than just having it all flat and stuff. I'll smooth it out a little bit, just round it off a little bit more. I might even do a little bit of what they call it? Is it noise? I think they call it noise. It just breaks up the soil a little bit for you. So yeah, like I might at the end of this, after showing you this, I'll probably show you the other map, which I was working on. Totally sort of different to this. This I kind of started with, I was kind of going for like an abandoned kind of church-like area. I was going to build like an old mansion over there, and then some kind of like, I don't know, some mini little cabins up there or something, you know. Gonna cover up lots of details in the background, so you've not just got these plain mountains and stuff. So yeah, like hopefully I'll get to work and get back to you in like a week or two and show you how the map's coming along, and hopefully it might look nice and different. But I just wanted to do this video today just to give you something fresh to watch, something new, something that I haven't done before. So who knows, if you like this video, drop me a thumbs up. Like I say, after this I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of the other video, the other map, not the other video, the other map that I built, and just show you that. Like I say, I can't use it now. I did plan to upload it, but the maps, until I figure out what's going wrong with it, I won't be able to play on it, so there was no point uploading it. Anyway, I've been AvidGamer, and I'll see you soon. Hello and welcome back. I'm AvidGamer. Well, I suppose you didn't go anywhere, or hopefully you didn't. So this is my original map that I was working on. This took me absolutely ages to build. I was doing a little bit every night or every couple of days. It's a battle royale map, a team deathmatch battle royale. So your teams start with nothing, and you had to pick up your weapons. That you can see weapons scattered around, like them little AK looking symbols, like as all the weapons. Right, so as I was saying at the beginning of the video, or in the previous section, whatever you want to call it, I was building this map, planning to upload it. I was verifying every section bit by bit, making sure after every item that I placed, everything was working and it was able to be used as a map. And then I went away for a week or two, come back, there'd been a big update to Far Cry 5. I've come back, went to edit my map, and as you can see now, there's quite a lot of red on the map. And as I was saying previously, you can only place a certain amount of items in each square, it seems. And I've come back to the map, and it now seems that I've just used quite a lot of stuff in each section. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a bugger. Now I can't even explore the map really. I can't run around on the map, I don't think. Let me just check that. So if I go to explore, there we go, object budget has been exceeded. Alright, so there we go. So I'm gonna have to really reduce everything, push everything around. It's really annoying because I can't even show you guys properly what I've built without all the can I make all the... I'm sure there's a way to make all the icons disappear, but that'll take me forever to figure out. You know, I've played a couple of games on this map, you know, and I was really starting to work out the flow and things, and I shifted a couple of things round, you know, and it's such a shame because I was really going back to it and editing it and stuff and changing things that worked, things that didn't. Like this little section here was a really good section. It's kind of lots of like broken up little tunnel things. I don't know what they are. They're like sections of like cabins or something. I'm not sure, but it worked really well. Like running around in the first person, having a gun battle, little things to hide behind. You know, little guns here and there to find. There we go. Little handgun, that'll do you nice. It's a shame because look, when the red comes up, you can't see the textures. So all the floors kind of roughly like this, you know. So under that red section there, it's all blended in nice and stuff. I'm so gutted. You know, I spent ages on this map, placing all little things in the corners and every little detail of things, like, you know, so many items that I've placed, and it was all working fine. I've come back and then it's broken. You know, and yeah, it kind of broke my heart a little, but it is what it is. Like this section here, I really love this as well. This is the edge of the map. So I should have probably shown you that. So if we go around let me zoom out. If we go around the edge of the map, like you've got the wall that goes all the way around there and then comes round. That's just to show people the map limits. And I used a little bit of a falling bridge here to kind of mark the barrier. So when you get them people that run around the edges of the map, you know, everyone does it. You stick to the edges and you kind of circle round. You come into this section here, a little bit of cover, sort of work your way up. You know, working from this section to that section to that section. But I had some really good gunfights down in this tunnel. It's not even a tunnel, kind of like the underbridge. But you know, placing things like that, little bits of rock and that, just. You know, I spent so much time on it. I just really wanted to show you know, raising up little bits of hill, tilting these rocks to an angle so they fit perfectly. You know, you know, I spent a lot of time on it, so I was really disappointed that, you know, I can't use it anymore. So I'm going to build a new one, and just hopefully that one's going to work by the time I'm finished. So I'm going to do exactly what I done when I was building this one, check everything as and when I place it, and just make sure that, you know, I can get it all verified, and we can play on it, and I can show you guys at the end and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what else to say really. You know, really disappointed that I can't use this map unless I do some serious editing. I don't know, maybe there's something I missed, maybe there's some sort of new setting they've added, and if I just press the right kind of button, it'll make everything better. You know, I can pray, right? I can hope. Anyway, I've been AvidGamer again, and I'll see you soon.